Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Kesha. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love this!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hook and Bridge podcast. I am your host, Harley, joined by my co-host and little sister, Taylor,
Hello.
and our executive producer, my lovely wife, Lindsay, and a huge special guest today. We've got Taz from the band Belmont. Taz, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, brother?
I'm fucking hyped up. I've had
Fuck yeah.
3/4 of a coffee. I'm raring and ready to fucking go, man.
Dude is boosted. Let's go. Hell yeah.
So really love your stuff, and we're gonna talk about all of that. But first off, let's get to know you a little bit. I know that you guys are a Chicago-based band. Are you currently still in Chicago? Have you guys moved into a different scene?
So actually the only one left in Chicago currently is Brian. He's up in Glenview, a burb of Chicago. Jason's actually so he's from New Jersey originally, but he's living out in LA right now, and I'm actually down in Kentucky currently. And then I'm hoping to get back up to Chicago this fall, but I also might end up down in Nashville, kind of just wherever work takes me, honestly. But yeah, we're all kind of scattered around right now, but we are definitely a original Chicago band.
Right. So are you guys full-time musicians, or is everybody kind of still in that in-between stage where like you're keeping a full-time job and also touring and doing as much as you can?
Yeah, definitely kind of in like the in-between stage. Like right now everyone's kind of just doing pretty much music related work. Like Brian, Jason, and I, we all do like producing on the side, and Brian and Jason specifically do drum and guitar lessons as well. So everything's like pretty much music related, but definitely touring's been a little scattered lately. So definitely need something to help keep the income at home a little bit.
Right. We had
Yeah.
almost 2 years ago to the day a band called Aranda on the show that wrote a song for Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and that guy was like, "Yeah, I own a construction company." He's like, "The money's not great."
Dude,
So-
it's honestly crazy because like I feel like a lot of people they see like these like dudes on like TikTok or on Instagram, and they're like flexing, like they're like, oh, they're fucking, they got all this like shit for promotion, or like a lot of like with like touring and stuff. You see like bands like doing some big shit. And obviously like there is a lot of money to be made there, but at the like medium level of things, it's pretty cool. Like the dichotomy of things is kind of crazy, how you could like be playing like a sold out show and like like fucking a lot of people are like, dude, you're like looking up, and then like you said, you come home and then you kind of have like a regular job, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's but like at the same time, like I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of nice too to be able to have like some like kind of separation between like the music and like kind of having something normal to go back home to, because it's a weird adjustment getting off a tour. And so like I guess having something like scheduled and regular to go back into is like nice, makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, I remember right after high school, I had a buddy that did a tour with his band, and they opened up for Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah.
And they did a little East Coast tour with them, and he said that they actually had to pay to be on that tour. Is that still like the standard? Like you have to pay to be on the tour, and then you're supposed to recoup the money on the way back?
So I mean, I can't say for sure that doesn't still happen. I mean, there's definitely like when we were in the local scene, there was definitely like when we were first starting, there's a lot of like pay to play shows. There's like you got to sell a certain amount of tickets, or like you can't play, or you have to cover that on your end type of deal. But usually now, what it's if you're like opening or like trying to get on like a bigger like tour like that, usually it's you just take like a smaller pay. It's not that you would pay to get on. You kind of just like accept that like pretty much the only money you might make is like off of merch, because like they're probably just going to pay you like very low, because again, like they're everything's based off a draw. So if you're opening and it's just something to give you exposure, it's like shitty as that sounds, in the band scene, like in this world, that definitely does have some like that whole exposure does hold weight. So it's kind of one of those things of like, okay, we may not make good money on this tour, but we might gain a ton of fans. So when we go headline next time, there's going to be bigger numbers. So it's worth it in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of numbers, man, you guys are fucking killing it over on Spotify. Like
Appreciate that, man.
290 something thousand listeners a month. That's
Yes,
crazy.
sir. Yes, sir. It has been a journey. I can tell you that. We started the shit in high school, man, and I remember like burning CDs off my computer and like just like giving them out and like telling like kids in school to like check us out. So it's been a crazy ride, honestly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's awesome to see you guys coming up. What would you say was like the moment that the tide started to turn for you? Was it on your last album that you put out back in, what was that, 2016? Yeah. Between You and Me, would that be like the peak of when that started to transition?
I would say, yeah, that was definitely a big point because like there was also like a weird like before that we never really taken the band serious. Like we would all like go over to Brian's house because we all started in like high school and shit. So we would like have band practice, which pretty much was us getting like stoned for a few hours and then going to like Steak and Shake, not actually like doing anything really music related. So like between You and Me took like that was like shit almost like a whole year to record that because again like Brian was in high school, I was in college, so it was like all just like hectic, busy trying to get that shit done. And then at that point too, Brian he went to Berkeley, and that's how he met Jason. And so at that point, we almost thought the band was gonna be like over because like Brian was like in Boston, I was going to like school in Chicago, and was kind of like like are we gonna really do this thing? But then between You and Me started to like get some traction, specifically with overstepping, and that was kind of like
Mhm.
when we were kind of like fuck it, like let's just try this thing, let's just like like go balls to the wall, see how like worst case like we give it a few years and then we go back and we do the college thing or something. Like this kind of just felt like one of those things where it's like here and now, just like while the energy's like there, like just try to like get on it, and it kind of just worked out in our favor for sure.
Right. Let's talk about the evolution of sound between that album and Liminal. Which quick little thing here. It says April 12th Liminal comes out. It is on Spotify though right now, right?
So they have like they put up like the album quote unquote, but they it's not actually not all the songs are on there. They just like gray out the ones that
Okay.
aren't technically released. So they put like all the singles that you can like check out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time this comes out, Liminal is out. If you're listening, go check it out. Actually, the single is out. You can go listen to Liminal right now. But
So good.
it's so
Hell yeah!
good.
Thank you.
But
Thank
let's
you.
talk about that evolution of sound, man. You guys took quite a jump sonically from this kind of almost a garage heavy like pop punk band to a much more delicate sounding like electronic and well produced record. What was that evolution in sound, and what was the direction? Who kind of manned that and said, hey, this is the new look of the band, this is what we're going for?
So honestly, it's kind of like I feel like it's a whole culmination of different things. So the first two EPs, Vicissitude and Between You and Me, was pretty much all primarily written by Brian and I. Like Vicissitude, I wrote like 4 out of the 5 songs. Between You and Me, I wrote like 3 out of 5. So that was like a very like I don't know, that was just like a specific like I just was like heavy on the guitar writing, and I don't know, I'm not as a not like a big like riffer. I definitely grew up like more on like Green Day and that kind of shit. So I was like
Right.
more like power chord driven and like, but I also listened to like a lot of Citizen and shit like that. So like I don't know, I just love throwing a lot of like the fifths and the sevenths and like just like playing around with that stuff, but still keeping it very like just like I don't know, just like rhythm like driven, nothing like too crazy. So we that was like both, like I said, both those EPs were us. And then the self-titled was that was actually the first time that I'd ever met Jason. And so like I said, him and Brian met at Berkeley, and Jason was going for recording, and so he was working at the machine shop with Will Putney, who does like Counterparts and Acacia Strain, a few of those other like heavy ass bands. And so we like we were looking to record obviously, and so we kind of just like this dude, like he was like, hey man, I'll record y'all for like free. I just like like this dude just wants me to like see whatever how it goes. So we're like, fuck it, whatever. Went out to Jersey for it's like almost 3-4 weeks, something like that. And just started like kind of jamming with Jason. We had like, me and Brian had like a bunch of songs we brought to the table. And then he kind of just like added his own like sauce to it, and we just like started writing with him like on the spot, and it just like instantly like clicked really well. And so I feel like that was like the first evolution of when the sound really started to like kind of like change, because obviously adding a new writer in, and then just like, you know, things that Brian and I, you know, didn't look at, like different approaches to things that Jason was just able to bring a whole new fresh approach of like just cool ideas, and like him too just being a producer. Like Brian and I, like the people we'd worked with before, like we worked with this dude Roy Robley. He's like great dude, like great producer, but you know, he's very like kind of like basic pop stuff, and like Jason was able to bring kind of like heavier and like just like a more like kind of like, so again, something out of the box we weren't really used to. And so we just like kept going down that path more and more, and then it got to the point where with like Liminal and Aftermath, like at that point the only song I'd put on with Aftermath was Country Girl, and the rest of the album was written by Brian and Jason, except for like the vocals. So that was like really at this point, those dudes have really taken over the like the instrumental writing, and then I just focus mainly on the vocals. So there's been a just like, you know, just like, I guess that's like the biggest part of the sonic shift, but also just like I don't know, just kind of like growing up, and I don't know, just like getting new you know, like new inspiration, new artists coming out. Like you know, when I was in high school and stuff, like, you know, the trap and shit was like, you know, it was like popular, but not as popular as it is now, because it's still like coming up. And so now it's like something that like we just felt like, you know, more comfortable to like fuck around with that stuff. And same thing with the metal. Like I felt like when I was younger, like I don't know, the like screaming and shit like that wasn't something that really felt comfortable or in my range. But you know, we've been able to add things like that into the music. So I feel like we've just been really able to like open up and play around with stuff now.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Speaking of your vocals, so I listened to a lot of your stuff, and we were actually sitting here, me and Lindsay, and I was like trying to determine like your vocals and the inspirations behind how you sing and how you enunciate stuff. And I think the best way that I was able to come up with a way to describe it is it's like Blink 182 meets Linkin Park meets Taking Back Sunday. Like you have this Blink 182 like that Tom like enunciation to your voice, and then you've got the Linkin Park like punch in there, and then your vocal actual like tone is very Taking Back Sunday. So it's a very, very cool combination.
Hey, I really appreciate, those are all fucking band artists to be compared to, so that really means a lot.
Man.
Thank you.
It's really fucking cool, man. I really love Liminal as a song. Are you also the lyricist on the album? Do you write the lyrics?
Yep. So every song, every single Belmont song, like I do all the lyrics, all the vocal melodies. Pretty much the only time that like I kind of suck ass at doing harmonies. So that's when we're in the studio, I usually just leave that to whatever producer we're working with. That's just something we kind of just like do on the spot. But everything else, I write all the lyrics, do all the vocal melodies. They pretty much, the guys will just like bring the songs to me. I'll like just go sit in a room by myself for hours and just fucking write and just fucking try to bang something out over them.
That's such an interesting process. It's the opposite of what I do when I write. So you're basically taking the song and hearing it and then writing around what they've come up with melodically.
Yep.
That's a whole different approach to me. How is that process for you? Because I'm so used to the complete opposite of doing writing lyrics and then finding things that fit around what I've wrote.
Honestly, that's like something it's like, I think kind of like the approach I've always taken. Like when I was like doing a lot of the instrumental writing, like when I was younger, I used to like write more lyrics where I was just kind of like, you know, like if I had something that came to my head, I would like, you know, write it out or whatever. But a lot of stuff now, I feel like I've just learned to like, I don't know, the free flow state, whatever you want to call that. I feel like that has always just like something I've like gravitated towards. And now that I've like gotten older, I've like been able to kind of like harness that a little better. Right. So that's like what my go-to now. But even when I was, you know, like writing instrumentals, I always had like a full song like written out on the guitar. And then from there, I would like just like sing, like, I don't know. I always try to find like a vocal pattern that I really like first, that like just like feels catchy and like natural to me. And then from there, I try to like puzzle piece in the lyrics, and like usually it kind of just has like it just starts to go like hand in hand. But like I'll like sit there for like shit, like I don't know, I can sit there for like 5-6 hours at a time, just like with the same song on a repeat, like a crazy person, just nailing shit out, and just like yeah, until like I finally find something where I'm like, okay, this is cool, like this is like a good base layer, and then I'll go back and I'll just like part by part until like I figure out like everything that feels like okay, this is like what I want it to be.
Right, right. So what's the inspiration behind Liminal? Is there anything that inspired you lyrically on that album?
Shit, man, that was so obviously like liminal like as a word is like about like transitional periods and specifically I guess transitional periods in your life, and that's just like the whole album is just kind of like about different points of like being high, being really low, somewhere in between. And I feel like just like at that point in my life, I was just kind of I was going through a lot of fucking shit. Like I just gotten out of a long relationship. My mother had gotten diagnosed with cancer, was moving across the country. It's just like shit with the band was just like we'd gone through a lot of drama recently before that. So there's just a lot of shit just like coming down at once in life. But also at the same time, we were fortunate to be getting like great opportunities, like being able to record shit like that. So it's kind of just like this weird period of just feeling like at my absolute worst, but also like feeling on top of the world at the same time. And so it's just kind of like the ebbs and flows of like between those two states.
Right, right. Fucking raw, yeah. It comes out,
Mhm.
emotions, man. Definitely in the writing for sure.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I really do. I'm really, really hooked on that song,
Mhm.
Liminal, man. I haven't that's all I've heard of the album so far. So that's all they sent over, and it's really, really powerful, man.
Mhm.
Thank you, brother.
So let's talk about your work with Andrew Wade. That's
Yeah,
gotta be a fucking dream come true, right?
dude, absolutely, absolutely. We've I mean shit, I've been listening to Day to Remember since I was like 14, 15, like right around there. And that was like when I was younger, I would always like walk to school. I lived like good 20-25 minute walk, something like that. So I'd always walk to school and just like bang all their albums on the way. And I always was like told myself, I was like, man, if I ever get in a band where I can go record, I was like, I want to go with this guy. Like this dude just kills it. Like just fucking, I don't know. It just like, they're my favorite band. I was like, well, I want to go there. And then like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of fucking crazy now that like we get to record with him, and he's dude's like a total clown, fucking gifted guy. Like he's a fucking amazing guy. Love that dude for sure.
Hell yeah, man. As somebody that produces, when you walk in there, do you come in with ideas, or are you instantly like going back to those high school years and just starstruck and you're like, please do whatever magic you need to do? Or did you come in and say, we're cool, Andrew, but I really like this way? Was there any clash at all?
No, honestly. So usually the way it works is like beforehand we try to come in as like with as many songs as we can. We usually have like I don't know, we'll come in with like 15 to 20 songs, something like that. Some are like full songs, others are just like here's like a chorus idea. So we'll come in, we'll like sit down with him for like probably a good like 3-4 days. Just listen through, kind of pick out like the ones that we really like, try to work through them a little bit, see if we can like flesh things out. If we can't, toss it to the side, try another one until we get like we find like the 12 songs we really like. And then from there, that's when we really start, like digging in the meat and bones of like, what parts do we want to change? Like, do we just like this? But overall, Andrew is he's a very like open dude. Like he's never like, it's my way or the highway. Like if you
Right.
absolutely are like nailed in, like, I don't give a fuck what you say, Wade, this is what I want. Like he's like, fine. Like, because at the end of the day, he gets it too. He's an artist. He
Yeah.
he has all his, so he knows what it's like to, if you really love an idea, it doesn't necessarily matter if like the producer's like, well, this will get you fucking do this or that. It's like, if you really are feeling this idea and you think this is what's gonna emotionally best fit the song, then it's like,
Right.
and it can go both ways. There's there's times too when there's shit where I'm like fucking being stubborn. I'm like, no, I fucking hate this. Like, shut the fuck up. And then like 2-3 days later, I come back and I'm like, hey man, like, no, you were totally right. Like this, yeah, we should definitely do it that way. So it's I definitely with working with Wade, it's very comfortable, and like I feel like too we've cultivated a friendship with him too. So it's not just like this awkward like, oh, we're just like, but obviously, we are paying this, we pay him to work with him, but also like,
Right.
it's not just like a strictly like, oh, fuck, this dude is like, clock in, clock out. Like, there's like
Yeah.
we actually kind of have an issue. Sometimes we just goof off too much because we're just like all fucking around, like having a good ass time. And then we're like, yo, we actually got to like get back to work here. So it's, but that also like, I feel like comes through with the music. Cause like, you'll hear with like some of the songs we got coming out, there's like a few, like, I don't know, just like fucking, I don't know what you call them, memes or bits in there and just like shit that we just like, again, if it wasn't for like Wade, probably would not have happened. Cause it's just some shit like you'll come into the studio, like you'll work on a song, you'll come in the next day and he'll like put in some like, I don't know, like it's stupid as some like putting like a fart noise in a breakdown, but he won't tell you about it until you're like halfway through the day working on it, and it'll just catch you by surprise. And but like sometimes those ideas actually stick because you hear them and he's thinking it's gonna be a total joke, and then it's like, nah, dude, that shit like hits. So it's like, it's honestly great working with that guy. He's got a lot of great ideas.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. You always
Yeah.
want to hear good stuff about like these impressive people. I've heard a lot of like really good stuff about like Rick Rubin, and then like horrible stuff about Rick Rubin where like he'll come in, he'll fly in for an hour, talk to you, tell you what to fix, and then fly away for 3 months, and you're just like, all right, well, I guess we'll go back to work, So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah,
cool to know
man.
that like these producers that as musicians that we look up to, are really cool and down to earth. So hell yeah, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So let's see here. I think that pretty much covers all of my main questions. We do have one more question that we ask all of our guests at the end of the interview, and then we're gonna play some fun ass games. Taylor, is there
Hell
anything
yeah.
you're curious about?
I actually I have a comment. It's not a question.
Questions, comments,
Taz and I have matching glasses.
Oh shit!
And I
Let's
think
go.
that
Hell
needs to be
yeah.
acknowledged.
Hell yeah. 4 gang over here.
I've been thinking about it for like the past 5 minutes after I noticed.
Hell yeah. That's fucking dope. Good taste.
Oh, you know what?
Same to you.
So I got one for you. I was trying to find. I try and find like fun little facts about different guests, and not a whole lot about you on the internet. So I pulled a really weird move, and I looked at your Instagram, and I saw you went to Black Sabbath with your dad. Let's talk about that. Man.
So cool.
Is that like a big moment for you? Was it your first Sabbath concert?
Yeah, that was actually my first Sabbath concert. I kind of like that was just it was like my dad's birthday. He's always wanted to like go see me. Like, I mean, my dad's like a huge rock and metal head. That's like how I got into it. My when I was 5, my first concert was Kiss. They like surprised me because I was like obsessed with so, like some of their songs. When I was like younger, just like absolute fucking diehard obsessed. And so they like surprised me, took me to go see Kiss, and that was like my first rock experience live. And obviously that fucking kind of shaped everything for me. But yeah, no, man, that was just fucking dope. It was pretty much the entire OG lineup of Sabbath, and yeah, I just surprised my dad with tickets for his birthday, and yeah, it just was he was stoked.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So we ask all of our guests this question. The show is called the Hook and Bridge Podcast for a reason. I consider myself to be like the hook of the show, entertainer, the thing that people keep coming back for. My little sister chimes in every once in a while. She's the bridge of the show. Comes in with some good ideas and tips.
I come out more during the game.
Yeah,
That's just true.
Later in the production. And my wife here is the and symbol that holds everything together. So we like to ask our guests, what is most important to you when writing, producing, the hook versus the bridge? We've had a lot of interesting answers over the years. So to you, man, what's more important, the hook or the bridge of a song?
Shit, man. Yeah, that's a rough one because I feel like the hook is obviously like that's what's gonna keep everybody. You need like I feel like you need a solid one of both, but I feel like that's tough, man, because like I mean the hook is good for I feel like like social media engagement and like all that kind of stuff, but also like I don't know, man, I've definitely had some songs I've listened to where like it was like good hook, but then when you got to like that bridge, it was just like that, just like I don't know, just something about it just like really fucking does it. And I also feel like the bridge kind of is where you can like be weird and not be like
Mhm.
judged for it. Like with like the you know like the hook and the chord, you got to be like, okay, here, like you can fuck around on whatever you can, it's whatever, it's your music. But like at the end of the day, I feel like like that needs to be something that's like poignant and just fucking really hits hard. Whereas like with the bridge, that's a little more room for you if you want to do something weird. Like I mean, that's why you hear fucking guitar solos and weird ass breakdowns. That's just like kind of always the point. I feel like where you can just like completely divert from whatever you've been doing if you want and just like say fuck it and try something else. So I mean I guess like technically the hook is the most important part, but like I feel like the most fun part is the bridge for sure.
It's so funny that like after asking that question for almost 3 years, we've had a lot of different answers, and people who are more involved in like pop punk scenes and just like harder music lean towards the bridge. And then when you talk to musicians that are like in country music or like pop music, all of that type of stuff, we've had a lot of people be like, I don't even fucking write bridges anymore. It's
Yeah.
really interesting.
That's so
like,
sad.
yeah.
Bring them back.
You're right though, man. Like when you're playing guitar, especially from a music element, bridges are just fun. They're so fun, and it can elevate a song from just a mediocre song to like a legendary song. And the hook is important, but a really good bridge can make or break a song. So
yep, absolutely.
All right, so that was the interview part. We've got some really fun games. We're going to start with one of our favorite games. It's called Mixtape. Are you familiar with Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
So this is very similar, but it's music-based. Basically, my wife is going to read off a scenario, and then we're each going to give a title of a song as the answer. And then after that, we got some trivia for you.
Cool. Hell yeah.
All right.
Just a fair warning, I suck ass at trivia, so...
So the rest of us.
You walk into the club, grab a piece of wall in the back, and put the vibe out. What do you want to hear first?
What?
You grab a piece of the wall?
Like a seat against the wall.
Oh, okay. So
why are you sitting against a wall?
Taylor, you've never been to a club.
No, it's not that sounds like my worst nightmare, actually.
So, like, what song to get the party started?
I'm guessing, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Taz, if you want to go first, you can. If not, we can do it in reverse.
I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. Honestly, probably Shake That. I don't even know like who that's by.
That was mine.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hang on, I gotta think of a new one now.
That is always Taylor's go-to song too.
Always. I was thinking very similar, but I was gonna go with
Smack That?
No, not Ludacris, not Elton John, Little John.
Completely different guy.
Fucking Rocket Man.
I'm at the piano club.
That's funny.
Little John.
Yeah.
I think that's Usher.
John. It has Little John. And apparently Elton John. Dude,
what about you, Taylor? What do you got?
I'll go "Time of Our Lives" by Pitbull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
What about you?
Fuck it, I changed my answer to Shots. Or whatever.
Shots.
Shots. I literally saw a video, and I showed it to you, I think yesterday, of a kid on a cruise. He was like 5, and he was karaokeing that song till no end. He was having the best time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Genuine Pony.
That's a whole different vibe.
Different club.
Wrong club.
That's the club where people take their clothes off. I'll agree with yours.
Yeah.
I think it gets everything.
That's such a good song.
Such a good song. Best hair/metal ballad song.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Ballad. Oh.
I already got mine. Instantly gonna be.
Hold on, I gotta look this up real quick. One sec. I gotta make sure I get the name right.
Any Whitesnake song for me instantly gets me going.
Yeah, but is that considered a ballad though?
They're love ballad. Yeah.
What are we considering ballad?
Ballad would be like "Here I Go Again," Whitesnake, or
"Sweet Child of Mine."
I wouldn't consider
I mean, it's
that
not
a
really.
ballad.
Yeah, but it's. No.
Faithfully Journey.
Mm.
That's a ballad. Beth by Kiss. That's
Yeah.
a ballad.
These aren't helping with my definition of ballad.
Uh-oh.
How
We
about
lost Taz.
we did lose Taz.
Oh no.
I am going to say fuck, I just had it. Not Beth. Patient
Macbeth.
by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Need a little patience.
Taylor is also freezing. Oh no.
We
Oh,
lost him.
Taz is a
said-
goner.
He said, "Fuck this show."
He said ballad.
Weird. He
He was
disappeared.
like, "I did my part. I'm out."
Do you say here we go again on my own?
I mean that would.
Here
be
I go again as
considered-
Whitesnake.
Yeah, but that would be considered a ballad. But I don't know if
But I'm
all
saying-
White Snakes.
Well, I'm sure not all white, but they're all that way to me. I scream sing all of them in the car.
I literally don't know what a ballad is. Like I need a definition. Like I need it used in a sentence.
All right. So a ballad would be like a slower. I don't want to consider it just love songs because it's not just love songs.
Is
But, like,
Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus a ballad?
No.
no,
Okay.
no, that is not a ballad.
It is a slow, sentimental, or romantic song.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like
So
Bruno
like
Mars.
Whitesnake is this love, which is exactly what came to my
Yeah.
mind.
What about every rose
Yes.
has its thorn?
Great pick.
I'm picking that one.
Has
Has
it
its
all? Every cowboy
Cowboy
Sings
Sings
a
a
sad,
sad,
sad
sad
song.
song.
Every
Every rose
We're definitely getting
has
sad.
its thorn.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Where did our friend go?
I don't know. Tess.
Chat. Where's he at?
Chat.
I mean, does he know how to get back?
He probably
The poor guy.
he's a lot of fun.
Let's go Taz fishing.
Why are you? Oh, because you're done.
Yeah, because I'm done with that part.
Oh, I understand.
Every rose, every herd.
I pretend
Hey!
fishing.
Ah!
It
There he
worked,
is.
guys.
Yo, my bad. It told me I had to like restart my whole phone. I don't know what happened.
Oh no.
No, that's all right.
Yeah. All right, we back. But I got my answer.
That's good. We're so ready for your answer.
It's community property by Steel Panther. I know they're like
Oh,
newer like fucking hair metal, but yeah,
song.
fucking that shit goes in.
Steel Panther's such a good band. They're so
Oh
good.
yeah.
Oh shit. All right.
Ready?
I'm ready.
This is a long one, so I'm sorry,
Okay.
but it's a
Okay.
good one. You're in a rebellious phase in high school. You and your friends are hanging out on a beautiful summer's evening. You all decide to pile in the car and go on a cruise through town with the stereo cranked up. What are you listening to?
Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Party in the USA. All right.
Well, no, is it rebellious? That's
Yeah.
not rebellious at all, but I don't know.
There's
Hang
so
on,
many.
I
good
gotta
ones.
Definitely Limp Bizkit.
Hmm.
Which song? Which song? Break
Shit.
stuff?
Break stuff or fucking yeah, probably break stuff, honestly.
Break stuff's a great choice.
Yeah.
I'm going Rage Against the Machine. I was gonna go Fuck the Police, NWA,
That's a little too far.
but I am going to go with Rage Against the Machine, and we'll do Killing in the Name of.
I mean,
Real classic.
I'm gonna do Papa Roach.
Oh,
Last Resort.
Last
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
All right.
what's your rebellion song?
any used song,
Any?
any used song,
Okay.
any of them.
You know what? Another good answer would be Reputation. I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Reputation.
Yeah, but the old version or the new version?
Old version.
Okay.
Classic.
I was gonna say I don't think the new version came out when you and I were in high school
Mm-mm.
because we're old.
All right.
29 plus 1.
Huh?
29 plus 1.
29 plus 1. Thanks, Taylor. If you had but one classic rock song to listen to while stranded on a deserted island, what would it be?
Oh.
Shit.
Classic rock. That
Classic
means
rock.
So many different things now.
I already have mine.
If you say Freebird,
It's
I
not.
swear to God.
First of all, no.
That's a good fucking question.
Oh, I just Googled classic rock because, like, what? No, but like, what counts as like
Right,
classic
Taylor.
rock?
You have taught her nothing.
Literally. But
Taz,
these
you
songs
free
are
once a
great.
week to do a show? Because
I'm the
I need
worst.
somebody that knows music around here.
I just listen
Wait,
to
what's
songs
up?
I like.
I said, are you free to do a show once a week? Because I need somebody else to co-host. Taylor doesn't know jack shit about music.
I literally know. First of all, I'm picking Jukebox Hero, but I literally don't know songs.
That's a good choice.
That is a good choice.
Something by AC/DC. I don't know what, but fucking
Yeah.
probably like I don't know, maybe Thunderstruck.
Oh, Thunderstruck.
banger.
That's a good choice. That's a
Yeah.
good choice. It's so hard because I mean,
There's
if
so
you're-
many.
Yeah, but if you're
Mhm.
stranded and you're gonna listen to this song, it better be a fucking great song.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Mr. Brightside popped up. That doesn't count as classic rock?
No.
I want to cry now.
That's what I'm saying. Taylor.
That's what I'm saying.
The
That's
definition
why I had to
of classic
Google it.
rock has changed so much.
You should have looked that up like 20 years ago.
Because if we're counting that, I feel like it's in my culture to have to
White
say
people
Mr.
anthem.
Brightside.
I mean,
Yeah, it is the white people anthem.
You know what? I'm going to go with Shine On You Crazy Diamond
Oh.
by Pink Floyd.
What?
Hear me out. Hear me out. It's 15 minutes. So by the time you get to the end of it,
you're like, hey, it's a whole new song.
Yeah.
It's a whole new song.
You're gonna be so depressed
Smart.
on the deserted island. You're gonna awesome.
It's like being in Dad's car for an hour.
Oh,
Just that
no.
song
So
on
what's
repeat.
yours?
Separate Ways by Journey because it's a get up and go song, and I'm gonna get so much shit done.
You're trying to get off that island.
I'm trying to get off that island.
Is there like Gilligan's Island? Like, what's the island setup?
No, Gilligan's Island is fun.
But I feel like we should have figured out the setup that would have,
Oh well, yeah.
determined the song.
Last one.
Last one.
All right.
Last one.
The song you hate to love.
You hate to love.
You hate to
Ooh.
love. Party in
Ooh.
USA by
That
Miley
song
Cyrus.
that comes on and you're like, I fucking hate this song, and then you know every word.
Oh, I thought you meant that like you were embarrassed to love.
I mean, it can be
Yeah,
that,
that
too.
too.
Yeah.
Because
too.
mine is I'm just Ken from the Barbie movie. I think we've determined.
But you're so not embarrassed by it, buddy. You're
I
so
love
not.
that song so much.
Oh, that's so
Shit.
tough.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Yeah, I don't think I'm embarrassed by any songs.
Oh, I got a handful.
Honestly, just in general, I could probably like Taylor Swift.
I
Yeah.
was
love
going to say
Taylor
the exact
Swift.
same
I'm
thing.
a
Okay.
fucking huge Swiftie. I'm not gonna lie. So,
Oh, thank God.
and
You
I
said
say
Are you
that
just-
like with my heart.
Are you embarrassed because she's so like mainstream now? Like she's such a big deal, or
No, I just feel
Just
like
in
people
general.
just like they just think of a shitty music taste if you listen to her, but she got some bangers. I don't know.
Oh, that's fair.
And she
Yeah.
writes all of her
Yeah.
own stuff.
I keep
Where
saying
Yeah.
nobody
that,
else does now.
1989 is one of the greatest albums of all
It's
time.
so good.
Dude, fucking bangers. On bangers.
I would like to change my answer.
Oh yeah?
I'm gonna go with anything from Nickelback because apparently people
Nice.
hate Nickelback.
Yeah, good
Good.
choice. Nickelback
Yeah.
also bangs.
Fuck, it's such a hard question. Those are great answers.
You got
I'm-
Kesha, Katy Perry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Kesha.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Kesha.
Yeah, but at the same
You
time, you're
really
not
love Kesha.
embarrassed by it.
I'm
though.
not. I'm not.
It's literally
That's
in
what
your
I'm
intro
saying.
to the show.
You're very open about your love for Kesha.
You do yours. Come back to me.
I already agreed with Taz. Mine's
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Because like I know all the
Swizzle.
lyrics to all the
That's true.
songs.
That's
but
true.
I hate that I love her.
I hate that I love her newer stuff.
You know what?
I still haven't got into it, and I'm sticking strong that I won't.
Oh,
Bru-
you
Bruno
will.
Mars.
Some good stuff.
You're
There's some
Bruno
good
Mars.
stuff in there. You're missing out.
I
Mhm.
know.
I would say Bruno Mars would have to be mine because,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
but also,
But he's good.
I'd catch
he's
a grenade
good.
for you. You know?
Yeah, that's good. Or like Justin Bieber now.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
Justin
has
to
Bieber.
be.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you
Dude,
know
Justin
what?
Bieber's fucking good.
Bieber. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Bieber has to be.
especially his newer shit. The fucking
That's what I'm saying.
nose flute thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. So Taz, last
All
of the games. We have trivia. We've got 3 options. This is presented to you by Bohemian Amigos Record Shop, the one and only Bohemian Amigos Record Shop for all of your hard to find record needs. You can find them on Instagram. They are accepting orders on Instagram, and he is willing to ship them to you. So if you're trying to find an album, hit up Eric over at Bohemian Amigos.
Unless it's the one Kanye album, because he said he can't get it.
That's true. But like hard to find stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like he'll find rare albums for you, and we do a live show over there once a month. So
Yes.
come
Nice.
over there.
Fuck
And see
yeah.
us.
And
Hell
if you
yeah.
go
Yeah.
in person, you can get cool record earrings or funny T-shirts.
Yeah, they got everything over there,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
So
If
anyway,
you go in person, I will not be there though. I feel like you have to add that to that.
yeah, Taylor's
Yes,
not
it
there.
will be sad.
We have
1980s.
1980s, we have 1990s, and we have pop hits.
Oh shit. All right. Might be terrible at this, but let's go.
It's okay. So am I.
You get to pick.
You get to pick which one you want to do.
Oh, I get to pick. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Let's do 90s.
90s.
All right.
All right. So, Taylor,
Yes.
it's you and Taz versus me.
Oh, okay. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Taz.
I'm
Now, am
also
I doing
sorry.
the lyric
Mutual
thing at the bottom or no?
apologies.
All right. Ooh. Mel B, which is from Spice Girls, teamed up with Missy Elliott to record which single? And it's multiple choice. So you
Ooh,
have
okay.
I Want You Back, Here We Come, Feel So Good, or What About Us?
It's either B or C. I think.
Yeah, I want to say C.
Okay.
What's your guess?
That's
I'm
that's
going-
my that's
D.
Well, you're all wrong. It's A.
Oh, fuck. We're off to a great start,
If
guys.
I want-
Yikes. We're really good at team tests, guys.
Who released their debut album, The Coming, in 1996?
Nice.
LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg, DMX, or Busta Rhymes?
I wanted to be Snoop Dogg so bad.
It's not Snoop Dogg
It's not Snoop Dogg.
because his first album was Doggy Style.
Probably.
That's
His first
hilarious.
solo album, I think, was
I
Doggy
want to
Style.
say LL Cool J,
Sure.
but I could be. I have no.
I
fucking
was
idea.
also thinking LL Cool J.
Again, all wrong. It's Busta
Is
Rhymes.
it D?
God damn it!
Busta Rhymes.
Ah.
I don't know what that is, so we're not going to read that one.
Cool.
These are all easy questions.
Are you sure?
Are you sure Taylor? Taylor doesn't know anything. So.
Okay.
I literally blank upstairs.
Let's test her knowledge on this one.
Okay.
Enema of the State was the third album released by which band? Nirvana, Rage Against the Machine, Stone Temple Pilots, or Blink-182?
Enema of the State, Taylor.
Blink 182.
Good job.
I just listened to it, that's why.
Ooh, this is a good one. What was the stage name of Andre Ramel Young? Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, DJ Jazzy Jeff, or Andre 3000?
Andre 3000.
That seems too easy.
That's what I was just thinking. I also wanted to say Andre 3000.
It seems
But
too
that
easy.
sounds
I was
real
thinking
easy.
Dr.
Read
Dre.
this question at Bohemian Amigos the other day.
Boogie Boogie Amigos.
I don't remember that.
What did Taylor say?
She said Andre 3000.
No, she didn't.
I want to say, what did
Or
I
no,
say? What were
Taz.
the
Taz
options?
said Andre 3000.
Yeah, and you agree.
Taz and I are on a team.
Yes.
Okay.
But that means we get two separate answers, I think.
There's 3 separate answers, but Taz and Taylor are on a team.
Oh, you're
That upgrades our
Well, it doesn't
chances.
really
It's
matter.
crazy.
It's not Andre 3000. I'm gonna go with DJ Jazzy Jeff.
I'm going with, what was the other one? Dr. Dre?
Mhm.
I'm going with Dr. Dre.
Taylor is correct.
It's Dr. Dre.
It's Dr. Dre.
Nice.
Andre.
I felt it in my heart.
Nice.
Y'all motherfuckers thought you forgot to go.
I don't know fucking
Wow.
shit. I don't know shit about fuck.
I mean, either I'm just great at multiple choice. I always
The
forget.
Chronic's a
to say
great
multiple
album though. Fuck, I
Yeah.
gotta get the Chronic. I don't have the Chronic.
I feel
have
like we saw
chronic
it over there.
depression.
Yeah, it's over there.
Okay. What was lead guitarist of The Offspring famously known as? Strings, Plucker, Buckethead, or Noodles?
I want it to be Noodles so bad.
I'm gonna say Buckethead.
That was my second choice. I like that we're on the same wavelength.
Taz,
I feel like
so
if it's the
disappointed
'90s, he
in
just
you.
wore a bucket hat all the time or something. I feel like that's gotta be it.
As a guitar player, man. I can't believe you just said that.
Oh, I think that means you're wrong. Oh no.
it
Yeah,
is wrong.
that feels very wrong.
I'm guessing
It
it's
is
not
wrong.
Noodles.
It is Noodles.
It is Noodles.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
That's a great nickname.
See, that was something I thought was like too easy. I was like, no, they're not gonna call this
That's
guy
fair.
Noodles.
It's just too silly.
Buckethead was in Guns N' Roses. Buckethead took over after Slash left.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then Strings is the guitar player from it's a blues band. I don't know. Never mind.
All right.
He's a blues guitar player, but I don't remember what band.
Which band was originally called Girls Time with a Y? Everything But the Girl, TLC, Destiny's Child, or Spice Girls?
Oh. It could be any of these.
I think I know it.
I also think I know it, and I think it's Spice Girls.
I was gonna say Spice Girls too.
I'm going with Destiny's Child. I feel like we watched a video the other day, and that was the answer to another question.
You are correct.
Ah,
That was my second choice.
They were called Girl Time. How old was Britney Spears when she released her first album? 16, 17, 18, or 15?
Now I'm just going to be upfront
15
and
or
honest.
16, I
16.
feel like.
It's definitely not 18. We all
Not
know
18.
that.
I think it's 16.
Yeah, I want to say 16.
I think I'm also going
It's
to go
either
16.
16 or 17.
It is 17.
Ah,
I still think that's a lie. I think they just put 17 to make old
to
men
make everyone feel better.
feel better.
In
Feel less
her
gross.
first music video, she was not 17. She was 16. But when she released the whole album, she was 17.
Oh, so it was a trick question.
Fun fact.
keep that in mind, listeners, for your court hearing later.
Yeah, she was 16.
E. Oh, did you just see the question? Okay.
I'm blind as a bat.
That's true.
I think he's fibbing. I think you should switch cards.
I mean, he can't read upside down.
That's
he doesn't
also
have
true.
that skill.
Very dumb.
Yeah,
The
never
Foo
mind. I
Fighters
don't know.
formed in which U.S. city? Sacramento,
Come
Aberdeen, Seattle, San Diego. You don't get a
What
vote.
was the
Yeah.
question one more time?
I'm going to stay out.
The Foo Fighters formed in which U.S. city?
Oh,
Sacramento, Aberdeen, Seattle, San Diego.
Seattle.
It is Seattle.
Oh, let's go.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're going to do two more. Who released Around the World in 1997? The White Stripes, Daft Punk, Outkast, or Crisscross?
Daft
Ooh.
Punk.
I
Sure.
think it's
I have
I
no
think
idea.
it's Daft
It
Punk.
is Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know what that is. Ooh. Steve Taylor knows this one.
Oh, no.
Whose 1997 hit Bop topped the singles charts on both sides of the Atlantic? Hanson, Ricky Martin, Backstreet Boys, or NSYNC? Because she thinks
Oh
that
no, they
singing-
put both of them on there. Oh no, you guys know I don't know the difference.
If you didn't know, she's much younger than us.
It's
Too young
also
to know the
neither of
difference.
those bands.
She don't know.
Oh, never mind. What are the first two options?
Their hit was Bop.
Bop,
Mm.
dip-a-dap, bop, boo, bop,
I know the song.
boo, bop.
Who's
What
Bop?
were the other two?
Hanson and Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
No,
Ricky
I have
Martin.
no idea.
It's
Hanson.
Hanson. Ricky Martin
I was
sings
about to say In Sync, so I'm
Living La Vida
glad.
Loca.
That's a great song.
All right, Taz. As you have learned today, Taylor is a disappointment, and
But we won.
we're gonna say
yeah,
that
yeah,
Kat
exactly. We still won. Fuck them.
All right, man. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show. Is there anything
Hell
coming
yeah,
up
thank
wanna
you for
promote?
having me. Honestly, that's just fucking check out Liminal. Got some heaters coming y'all's way. We got new music videos coming out, fucking tours. We're going full force with this. So I mean, yeah, that's about it.
Hell yeah, man. Everybody check out Liminal. I mean, the song itself is incredible. And like I said, when this comes out, the album should be about to come out. This comes out on April. Nope. The 15th.
So it just came out.
So it just came out on Friday. So everybody go check out Liminal. It's incredible. I can't wait to listen. Yeah, man, that's it. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Much love. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care, man.
You as well. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, bye.
All right, Taylor.
That was so much fun.
That was fun. He's a cool
My
guy.
headache went away. I feel pretty
We're
good.
gonna make us.
Yep.
When
It's
I
been a
was
while.
a young boy, my father took me into the
I'm
city.
so excited to go sing that song.
Dude,
At the
this is
top
gonna
of
be
my
so
lungs.
fun. We're gonna have so much fun.
I'm so excited for you guys.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited
since
for the
the
show.
other thing got shut down.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
It's fine.
We'll talk about it another time.
When we're not so depressed.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. But what a great show this was.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Taz was great.
Doing this.
Mhm.
We haven't done this in a while.
I know. So sad.
It's been
Busy adults with many important things to
It's
do.
been
You know what's so funny
3 weeks.
Okay.
is when that song pops on my Spotify to like help my OCD. I click past it. After it says it's been, I click past it.
There's several songs that I do that with.
Yeah.
Oh,
to, like,
yeah, there are. Have you been
Like-
in the car with Lindsay?
Yeah, she hates She hates her life when I drive a car.
I would never say it though. It is your car,
Never
and what
would.
you listen to makes your heart happy. I'm happy for you.
Damn straight. Oh,
I'm
was
there
that
for
a-
the vibes.
Was that a little diss on Dylan there?
What?
You said whatever you're listening to in the car, that's your business. and
Oh, I don't want to
whatever-
talk about it. I'm so mad about it. We can't.
What?
We can't start up. Like, listen.
Of
Oh,
course.
this is for the show. Sorry, guys. More content, I
Yes,
guess.
yes. I love this
Dylan
story.
Dylan and I were in the car going to the aquarium, and Ken came on.
Wait, can I pause you for a second, Taylor?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The reason I love this story so much is because early on in our relationship, this was so fucking you, and it makes my heart happy to see that my sister is also a crazy bitch. All right, continue.
They even
Crazy
wrote a
Sisters
song about
Unite!
it. Whoa. So we're driving, okay? And I wouldn't have been upset if I wasn't totally jamming to this song.
Mm-hmm.
And he let it play. Like, I want to say it was like, I don't know, a minute or so in, like he was letting it play. I'm singing, changes it.
I do it all the time.
Oh no,
It's so
Well, what
mad.
are you doing?
I don't know.
So he changed it, and I just stared at him. I said, "Did you just change that?" And he was like, "Yeah, kind of." Like he was like, "It sucks." I said, "Dylan, that's my favorite song right now." And he said, "Well, normal people just kind of left it in the Barbie movie and enjoyed it there." He was like, "They're not just listening to it." And I couldn't. We were driving. I want to say we were like 20 or so minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. I didn't talk to him. I didn't sing a song. I didn't dance. I shifted my legs to the other side.
Yep, I was just gonna ask. Did you make sure you did that?
I didn't speak. Even when we got into the aquarium, I didn't talk until I saw some turtles. And then I said, "You know what? I'm feeling a little better." He even tried to like put his arm around me. I said, "Get off me!" Like we were in the aquarium. I was like, "Don't touch me!" Like I was so mad.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah, that
it's
definitely happens several times.
So true.
It's so
I
funny.
was, and he also turned Nicki Minaj too.
Which song? Super bass?
No,
Boom, boom,
no.
boom, 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 boom.
It was Starships.
Starships are meant to fly.
Yeah. He turns it. He said, "I'm sorry, I can't just I can't deal with her voice." I know.
That's fucked up. That's racist, honestly.
I agree. He needs to check
Man.
his white privilege.
I
Mhm.
agree. Let's
Yeah.
just
Anyways,
cancel
so
Dylan.
if everyone
Are
wants
we
to fight
canceling
Dylan,
Dylan right now.
I was so
Oh shit, that's funny. It's so
Very
funny.
funny.
You know who didn't care that I didn't talk for 30 minutes though? You know
Dylan.
who's grateful that my
Dylan.
mouth was kept shut for 30 minutes?
He probably was like, "This is such a peaceful
Yeah,
ride.
he's like,
I'm
"This
having
is a
such
great
He
ride."
probably
ride.
thought nothing was wrong.
No, he definitely knew something was wrong because I had never been that quiet before. He knew he messed up. He knew after 5 minutes.
See, the only difference is Dylan has that moment in life where he's like, I hate that I upset Taylor. But with us, when we get angry like that, it's like, let's see who can be pettier more. You
Let's
wanna
see
not
who's the
fucking
most
talk?
stubborn.
You want to not fucking talk? I can not fucking talk too, bud.
Yeah, we've done it for a few hours before.
He answered the phone one time with attitude, and I said, I'll never call you again. I was like, I'll figure it out. Couldn't believe it.
Relationships are fun.
Anyways,
Marriage
more
is
stories.
best.
I have more stories after.
Anywho,
So
You gotta do the plugs.
This has been a good
You
time.
gotta turn on your
Yes.
fancy light and get ready
Oh.
to do that.
I'm sorry, but before we do all this, I would just like to say that mine and Dylan's anniversary is tomorrow, and I do love that man with all of my heart and soul.
Aw,
Aw,
happy
that
early
disclaimer.
anniversary.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's mine.
this one,
No, that one.
that one.
Gonna whack yourself off with your Hulk hands.
Wrong show.
What show are you thinking about? Talk sex
be
with Cujo
crazy.
Hansen? Oh.
I don't want to stop. Let's just keep going.
No,
I
I gotta
know.
go scream sing at a show.
We, for the fans, are going to emo night. We're gonna have
Woo!
such a
Emo-
fucking good ass
Emo
time.
Night Brooklyn,
Emo night Brooklyn. I'm sorry.
which is a cover band, and they go all
I
over.
love
We're gonna have
Wisconsin.
such a good
Sorry.
time.
I'm so excited. My head hurts.
That's because you're hungry.
I want fries.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Gotta take the gotta take her to get some food because we haven't announced. Guys, wait, hold up, everybody, hold up, wait a minute.
It's already on the internet.
It's on the internet, and this comes out the 15th,
Yeah.
so it's not this week's episode. It's next week's episode. Stop fucking hitting the caps lock. You dumb motherfucker.
Did I just
It
witness?
sounds like you're the dumb
violence?
motherfucker here, not me. I always secretly turn on his caps lock, and then he starts typing, and it's all in caps lock.
It's like it's yelling at you.
Ah,
Because then he doesn't that I do it.
Are we announcing? I think we
Ooh,
should.
So funny.
not yet. No. I want to make a big thing.
Oh, are we
So-
gonna make a whole show? Can we make a whole show about it? Can that be our next show?
Can we?
We can do a list.
I was gonna say, can I do a
yeah.
list? I would love to do
Tomorrow, Taylor. Tomorrow
For Monday.
for this upcoming week's show. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Everybody
Can it be
listening,
tomorrow evening, like
That's-
7?
whatever time you want.
Oh, okay.
Everybody listening, just so you know, go back and listen to last week's episode. It was fucking huge.
Yeah.
They're not on.
They're not on. All right,
Okay.
Taylor.
Hi. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Come here, cocksucker.
Bonus content. All right. All right, everybody. If you like today's show, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up.
Like.
Subscribe. Wow. Subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can notified every time we post a new video.
We got a fancy light.
Yeah.
Oh, special thanks to everybody that
Yes.
came out to Bohemian Amigos. And thanks everybody for liking the Instagram. Following.
Following.
I don't know how to hold this thumb. We're gonna hold it that way. There you go. It was a really fun time. We had a good time.
Oh, you can't see that.
Apologize because we recorded it and something happened and I lost the recording. So
Mhm,
I apologize
mhm.
to everybody that we lost the recording.
Give us grace. It was the first time. It was a good time. It was
Yeah.
fun.
It was fun. And
See us again in a month.
And yeah, we'll talk about it another time. But it was a good
Tomorrow.
time. And thanks everybody for coming out. Special thanks to Luke and David for coming out and
And Phil.
Phil
And Keith.
and Keith and
And Keith's wife.
everybody, we had a good time.
And super special thanks to Eric and Noel at
Yes, for
Bohemian
hosting.
Amigos.
Yes, for hosting.
And also participating in some of the games.
They
We
did.
know
That's so
you didn't
fun.
really get to see that because, they also have to run the store
Right.
at the same time. But it was so fun and they had a great time.
We had a good time. All right. It's been real, everybody. Thanks for listening. Peace.